The film adaptation version based on Springer's novel is directed by Henry Bradbeer and written by Jack Thorne. It was released in the 23rd of September 2020, 14 years after the publication of the original novel on the streaming service Netflix. The youngest member of the illustrious Holmes family is Enola Holmes. She defies the social expectations placed on women at the time and is incredibly brilliant, perceptive, and observant. Her mother, Eudoria, has mentored her in everything from chess to jiu-jitsu and encouraged her to grow up to be a determined young lady with independent thought. Enola discovers her mother has vanished the morning of her 16th birthday, leaving only a few birthday presents behind. Her brothers Mycroft and Sherlock are waiting for her at the train station, but at first they don't recognize her because they haven't seen her in a while. Mycroft thinks she's troublesome, while Sherlock thinks she's a smart girl. Mycroft, who is her legal guardian, plans to send her to Miss Harrison's strict finishing school. The flowers her mother left for her disclose hidden messages and lead to money that Enola uses to flee while posing as a male. She discovers the young Viscount Tewkesbury on the train, concealed in a travel bag. She dismisses him as a nincompoop but informs him that Linthorn, a man wearing a brown bowler hat, is looking for him aboard the train. To get away, they leap from the train. Tewkesbury forages for food plants because neither of them have any food. They head to London and split ways there. Disguised as a proper Victorian lady, she continues to trace Eudoria and leaves cryptic messages in the newspaper personal advertisements. Enola discovers pamphlets and a safe house containing explosives and learns that Eudoria is part of a radical group of suffragettes. She is attacked by Linthorn, who tortures her for information about Tewkesbury, attempting to drown her. They fight, but she is able to ignite the explosives and escape. Enola decides to pause the search for her mother and instead find Tewkesbury again to save him because he is not capable of defending himself. Enola visits the Tewkesbury estate at Bassleweather Hall to learn more. Mycroft has Inspector Lestrade of Scotland Yard search for Enola. Enola finds Tewkesbury selling flowers in Covent Garden and warns him of the danger. She helps him escape but is caught by Lestrade and imprisoned in Miss Harrison's finishing school by Mycroft. Sherlock visits her and admits he is impressed by her detective work. Tewkesbury sneaks into the school, and they escape together, stealing Miss Harrison's motor car. They reach a fork in the road and, rather than returning to London, Enola decides they must go to Bassleweather Hall and face Tewkesbury's uncle, who she has deduced was trying to kill him. The estate is seemingly deserted, but Linthorn ambushes them, firing a shotgun. Enola trips him using a jiu-jitsu move, causing a fatal head injury. Tewkesbury's grandmother is revealed as the real villain, a traditionalist. She did not want him to take his father's place in the House of Lords and vote for the Reform Bill. She shoots her grandson in the chest, but he survives thanks to a plate of armor he had hidden under his clothes. Sherlock arrives at Scotland Yard and Lestrade asks him two questions. First, how he managed to solve the case, and second, how his sister solved it first. Enola shares a tearful goodbye with Tewkesbury. She finds and deciphers a message in a newspaper but deduces that it was not sent by her mother. At the meeting point, Sherlock and Mycroft discuss Enola, and Sherlock suggests becoming her guardian. They decide to leave, and Sherlock notices a clue, but chooses not to look for Enola. All the while Enola has been watching disguised as a newsboy. Returning to her lodgings, Enola finds her mother waiting there. They embrace, and Eudoria explains why she had to leave, and why she must leave again, but she is impressed by what Enola has become. Enola has found her freedom and her purpose, She is a detective and a finder of lost souls.